Netflix's The Residence revolves around the night that A.B. Wynter was murdered, but the details of this fateful evening are all out of order. Things really kick off in this mystery comedy series when the body of Mr. Wynter, the White House chief usher, is found in the mansion's game room. The best of the best, Detective Cordelia Cupp, was called in to discover precisely what had happened. However, with a state dinner on the floors below, hundreds of people could have committed the terrible crime. As Cordelia worked out the mystery in the residence, she had to put together the pieces of that night. Such a massive event at the White House meant that the chief usher was immensely busy putting out fires, and his various angry employees didn't help matters any. The stress of this dinner meant that many of the various characters in the residence weren't on their best behavior, but which of them committed murder? Once Detective Cupp had the timeline all worked out, the answer became clear. A.B. Wynter fights with Trip Morgan. Wynter's first fight of the night. Jason Lee as Trip Morgan in the residence. Wynter's first fight of the night was with Trip Morgan, the President of the United States' brother. The man had initially planned to attend the state dinner and became angry when the POTUS said he didn't want him to come. Trip then called Wynter to his office to fix his clogged toilet, taking all his rage out on the usher. Things grew even worse when Wynter clarified that he would tell the president all Trip had been up to, including stealing from the White House. The fight ended with Trip screaming after Wynter as he left the room. A.B. Wynter fights with Chef Movella. Movella threatened to kill Wynter. Movella the residence. The next disaster Wynter had to handle the night of his murder in the residence was in the kitchen. Movella had a creative vision for her meal, but Wynter forbade her from featuring open flame in the dining room. This enraged Movella, who had planned to light her entrée on fire. Since the chef was in continuous competition with the pastry chef, Didier got hard, she saw the failed state dinner as a significant mark against her. Movella's final words to A.B. were a threat to kill him, which certainly didn't look good when the usher turned up dead in the game room. A.B. Wynter fights with Bruce Geller. Bruce got called in to fix Trip's toilet. Bruce and Elsie holding hands in the Residence Season 1's Episode 7. After Trip Morgan blocked the toilet in the residence, Wynter called in engineer Bruce Geller to fix it. Bruce had been at his son's birthday party and was naturally angry to be called in, especially since he was expected to unlock a poop-filled toilet. A.B. Wynter fights with Sheila Cannon. Sheila was angry and drunk. Once Wynter had left his fight with Bruce, he returned to the dining room where the guests were having dinner. This was when he noticed butler Sheila Cannon sitting next to the former First Lady. The woman was getting drunker and drunker, and this led Wynter to order her off the floor. Though he didn't fire her then and there, Sheila was concerned that he would the following day. However, she said that Wynter couldn't fire her if he weren't around anymore. This looked to be another potential threat against A.B.'s life. A.B. Wynter fights with pastry chef Didier got hard. Didier felt betrayed by Wynter. Didier the residence. Just as Wynter ended his fight with Sheila, Jasmine Haney requested his help with a dessert-related issue. Wynter headed for the area in the White House where the chef Didier got hard was setting up the kangaroo-top desserts, but the Australian Foreign Minister David Rylance had taken offence to the animal figurines. Wynter ordered Didier to remove the kangaroos, but the chef was angry that the usher for once again not standing up for him. A.B. Wynter fights in his office with Lily Schumacher. Lily was the mysterious figure in Wynter's office. Molly Griggs as Lily Schumacher in the residence. Wynter retreated to his office after his fight with Didier in the residence, where the White House staff overheard him fighting with a mysterious someone. The usher angrily told whoever was there with him that he would tell the president everything, indicating that he had a big secret to share. It was eventually revealed that he was talking to Lily Schumacher, who had been laundering money, along with other crimes. This was when Wynter realized that the retirement plan he had in place wouldn't happen. With so much chaos, Wynter couldn't stand to leave. A.B. Wynter tells Jasmine Haney that he isn't retiring. Jasmine had been excited to take over. Susan Kelechi Watson as Jasmine Haney in the residence. Wynter rode the elevator back down to the dinner after his fight with Lily, and this was when he told Jasmine Haney that he wouldn't be retiring. Haney was supposed to take over as chief usher after Wynter left, but the conversation with Lily changed everything. Wynter was afraid to leave things so tumultuous at the White House, but Haney was heartbroken to realize that Wynter wouldn't go away willingly. This was one of the earliest scenes in the residence and the last time Haney saw Wynter alive. A.B. Wynter trades shirts with the Australian Foreign Minister. David Rylance was wearing a dead man's shirt. Giancarlo Esposito as the chief usher A.B. Wynter in the residence. On the main floor, A.B. Wynter saw David Rylance, the Australian Foreign Minister, come back inside from the grounds. Rylance had been outside having sex with Movella, and they were so enthusiastic that Rylance ended up with a bloody nose. The blood had gotten all over the foreign minister's shirt, so Wynter exasperatedly offered to trade. The two men went to Wynter's office to change, which is when Rylance heard the usher receive an alarming phone call. A.B. Wynter gets a mysterious phone call. Wynter announced he would die that night. Giancarlo Esposito as A.B. Wynter and Uzo Aduba as Detective Cordelia Cup in the Residence custom image by Dhruv Sharma. While trading shirts with David Rylance, Wynter answered a phone call and seemed to agree to meet someone somewhere in a few minutes. Rylance told Cordelia that Wynter then turned to him and said that he would be dead by the end of the night. Of course, Wynter was correct, and it became immediately clear to Cordelia that whoever had made the call was surely involved in the murder. She later deduced that the caller was Lily Schumacher. A.B. Wynter goes to the Yellow Oval Room to meet Elsie. Elsie was the last to see Wynter alive, besides his killer. Elsie in the Residence. Wynter told Lily he would meet her in the Yellow Oval Room in 5 minutes. However, on his way down, he noticed that the Lincoln Room hadn't yet been cleaned. So, he called Elsie and asked her to meet him in the Yellow Oval Room too. Wynter told Elsie that he had received a call earlier in the night from someone who claimed that she had a criminal record she hadn't disclosed. Elsie left the room in tears, fearing she would be fired in the morning. She then told Bruce that she wanted to kill him, though the Residence revealed she had meant her ex-husband, who made the call.